Shona Ali is a volunteer prison counselor. For the past 12 years, she's worked in South African prisons, bringing her message of hope and change to those behind bars. She's a committed Christian and believes that her brand of non-judgmental counseling has allowed many inside to turn their lives around. Now she's in Peru to visit some of the 27 South Africans held in prisons across the country. They're all here for trying to smuggle cocaine out of the country, and many have been given long prison sentences. Lurigancho is Lima's largest prison for men. The 40-minute drive there takes Shona through the poor neighborhoods and shanty towns that spread out beyond the old city. Wednesdays and Saturdays are visiting days at Lurigancho. Thousands of visitors start arriving early in the morning, many of them women and children. A huge market springs up. For some, visiting day is a chance to earn a living. There are those who rent out skirts and sandals, something women are required to wear when going inside the prison. Children make money by cleaning off the numbers written on visitors' arms with black markers. Hawkers sell everything from food and ice cream to toothpaste and shoes. Shona has come to this prison every day for the past 2 weeks. Today, the prison authorities have allowed us to film her visit.
At first, they were very shocked and happy to see me because they haven't had anybody visiting them, as I believe, for some time. Lots of them were terribly depressed. Most of them had the same problem, family. Mostly those who are married are worried about their wives. They know that they don't have the money to phone. Their families are far. Some of their families don't even know that they are here. Thank you.
Puede cerrar, ¿ah? Puede cerrar.
These are some of the 14 South Africans held inside Lurigancho prison, the ones prepared to show their faces. They're serving sentences ranging from 3 to 10 years, and almost all of them say they were approached by Nigerian syndicates in South Africa. Shona's visit is the first visit any of them have had from home, apart from the occasional appearance of embassy staff. Today they'll miss the main meal of the day, and Shona has brought them the biryani she cooked in a hotel kitchen.
I like contact visits because I can put my hands on their head or wherever the problem is, and I can pray with them. I always like to find out what is ticking in these people's brains that cause them to do these things that they are doing. But I'm happy to see you people. I was worried, like I said, Charles, West, friend, asked me.
Shona tries to offer comfort, but she also tries to understand how they got themselves into this strange prison in a strange country.
Well, I had financial problems in South Africa, okay, quite fairly large ones, and I saw that, well, this was offered to me as a sort of quick fix solution. It's got to be, I've done some stupid things in my life, but this has got to be the most stupid, you know, it's crazy. So I think that, you know, the thing that I miss most is my family.
I've been here 4 years now.
I've been there now 3 years and 4 months.
Ek voel partymal of ek nooit hier sal uitkom nie, of waar niemand is wat omgee nie, en dis asof waar niks is om meer voor te bestaan partymal.
I miss home very much, yes. I got a family. Well, I had a family. I've got 2 kids.
I miss home. That's my wife.
Well, I was approached by Nigerian people in South Africa. They told me if I want to do a trip, my life will change, and do I need a bit of finances? I have got a problem with my eyes. I was thinking of doing the trip, making a bit of money, and having the operation to fix my eyes.
I had a guy coming to see me at my work. Now I'm a master butcher. I run a butcher shop. And it was in Hillbrow. And he stayed on me for about 8 months, bothering me to go.
Any person that's stupid enough to listen to a Nigerian, he comes to Peru. Make sure he's got a lot of money, and if he hasn't got money, don't even come here. Because this place consists of money and money, everything in this prison. You've got to buy everything, you've got to buy yourself, you've got to buy whatever you need, you've got to buy. So don't come, because you don't believe the Nigerians. They are definitely not going to help you. So stay away from Peru.
There's big promises, there's promises of a lot of money, but in the death of the day, you end up like me, 3 years, 4 years, maybe 5 years in the penal system in another country. You're going to suffer, and you're going to have to suffer the whole period here.
Midday is so-called paila time inside Lurigancho. It's the main meal of the day and also the last one. Finding the 2 soles or 5 rand for the weekly meal ticket is an obsession with prisoners. It's simple. No money, no meal ticket. No meal ticket, no food. And with very little work available, no food is a reality for some prisoners. The meal ticket system is not official policy, but with inmates running the system from the inside, these rules govern prison life.
Very few police in the prison. There's only 1 policeman in the prison, in the pavilion. You got your visiting every Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday. If you've got a wife, your wives can come in, or you've got girlfriends, your girlfriends can come in the prison.
Almost 6,500 prisoners are crowded into a prison intended for only 1,500 people. Official jobs are hard to come by. Sometimes they're only odd jobs handed out by the prisoner committees in each pavilion, the so-called delegados. These jobs are given to those who are in favor with the delegados, usually Peruvians. The only other way of making money is by doing menial tasks for other prisoners, like carrying water or cleaning. Prisoners say almost anything is available inside prison, at a price, from drugs to food, from illegal cell phones to prostitutes. On the ground floor of the pavilion for foreigners, there are little restaurants where food is prepared and sold. We also saw some cells that looked like hotel rooms with electrical appliances and fancy furniture.
Although, yeah, you can't live without any money because everything costs you money here.
Eric Leroux finds it difficult to do physical labor. He's got advanced emphysema, but sometimes he's lucky enough to get an odd job, helping to prepare food in unofficial restaurants run from some of the cells.
Flour on the cake.
This is a so-called quadro. Those who can't afford a cell share these rooms divided into smaller sections by plastic sheets hung from the ceiling. And even here, there are those who can afford better accommodation than others.
Ja, omdat ek nie geld het nie, slaap ek my onder op die vloer, op die grond. En dis hoe ek nou daar moet inkom. Hey, in die somermaande kan jy nie asem kry hier onderin nie. Dit is moeilik.
Jy kan nie eens 'n boek lees nie.
Ek lees my boek. Jy sien, omdat ek my eie liggie ingesit het.
Ja.
Dan moet ek nou in die aande hierso lê met my boek en
Ja.
ek so in lees.
Jy het nog 'n konfyt geraak hier.
Ja, maar jy sien, ek sê elektriesien hier so.
O ja.
In ander woorde, ek doen al die elektriese installering en dis hoekom ek my eie liggie aangesit het.
Ja, ja.
Ja, die ander mense, as hulle dit wil hê, moet hulle my betaal.
Mhm.
Dis die enigste manier hoe ek kan lewe in die plek.
Ja.
So geld te maak.
Andersins?
Hey, hierdie plek is nie lekker nie. Die mense in Suid-Afrika moet nie hier na toe kom nie. Hierdie plek is lelik. En hier word jy goed gesteel gereeld. Ja.
Writing letters is part of prison life. Eric writes letters to no one in particular. His wife died a year ago while he was in prison, and he doesn't even know what happened to his only son.
One son, my stepson, I found on Christmas Day. And then I told me my wife went to hospital for Christmas. So I phoned on New Year's Day again, and New Year's morning when I phoned, my wife passed.
Christopher Mans shares a cell with another South African. They're behind with their payments to the delegado, and might soon have to move out.
Hier sou hier ek en hom.
Jy en hom.
Man is so ja. Vir 20 sonder meer.
Money, you've got to have money to pay your way through in this prison. Where back home in South Africa, you've got a proper system where you don't pay your way through. I mean, everything is there for you. The life in prison is very hard, especially psychologically. It's difficult because you're mixed with different people. You know, they come from a different society. I'm from South Africa. These people are differently brought up, and they're very. Being a foreigner, they make it a bit difficult for us. You know.
Further down the pavilion, Christian and his friend Jan share a one-man cell with a New Zealander they call Uncle Robert. He too is here for drug trafficking. Uncle Robert receives financial help from home, and he helps the South Africans keep up with their payments.
So dis hier waar jy slaap.
Waarom ek slaap in dat slaap?
As jy vir 'n trap werk.
Dis 'n gasmask gesê is daar. Die skeiding van almal wat ek lief het. Dis hier is niemand hier wat jy regtig as 'n vriend kan vat. Jy het nie vriende hier nie. Ek probeer om my af te sny van alle gedagtes, maar ek het 'n foto van my vrou, kinders, almal daar teen die muur en is natuurlik alles wat deur my gedagte gaan, dan is terugverlang. En dan my gebede in die aand.
Across town lies another large prison. A huge chicken abattoir shrouds the prison in a stinking cloud of smoke. Inside are 4 South Africans. Stephen Wright and Marcus Waring are both still waiting to be sentenced. Stephen has been here for almost a year. Marcus was arrested a few months ago.
I came here to get money, and they said to me it was a parcel that I had to pick up. They didn't say it was drugs, they didn't say it was diamonds, they didn't say it was... They just said to me, a parcel. They tore the case open. They didn't start taking all the clothes off, so they knew exactly where the drug was to start off with. Okay, because they stuck a knife through it and they pulled it out and they had some powder or something that they wiped the knife with and it turns a different color. And it turned out to be a kilo of cocaine and I don't know, I nearly had a heart attack.
Today, Shona has brought them some toiletries and small luxuries like margarine, coffee and sugar. But as in Lurigancho, her visit gives them an opportunity to confess, to talk to someone from home.
Don't do it, I've done. It's not worth it. It's not. Because in South Africa, at least I would have been sentenced already. You know? Yeah, you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing happens. You can't speak the language, you know, like you're lost. Yeah, no one helps you out. Now you see, they all get visits, you know, walk around with big hamburgers and cold drinks and, you know, it just makes you mad, lost.
I didn't have a lawyer, so they gave me a state lawyer. We actually fell asleep during the hearing, which is quite something, shows the interest that they have. And basically we were waiting for the second appearance. What happens there, we don't know.
Like I said, you lost.
All I'm thinking about is family back home and what I can do to get out of here. I'm trying everything. I'm asking questions, trying to see lawyers. We don't have lawyers.
I don't have a family back home. I'm lost. No visits. Every day I think, you know, going home, you know, to nothing.
Standing behind the bars thinking about home.
I was living with my mother, and she just recently passed away last year, August 25th. And we lost the house, lost the car. I landed up in the street. I was offered the job. It was money, because it's hard to get a job in South Africa. And I took his job. It was for the money. It was the first time also. And now I'm in prison.
I'm also to blame for making the decision of coming here, but I just feel I was set up, you know. And I'm angry, yeah, I'm very angry. We were supposed to get married sometime this next couple of months, but I think all that's collapsed. I'm not sure, I don't hear from them very much.
Brothers, everybody, they all standing.
But Shona has also brought a message from a friend back home.
Got a place here with us, and not one of us are judging you. We know the reason why, what you've done. It was out of desperation. And Janice misses you very much. She feels very bad. She feels that maybe she pushed you into doing what you did because of your guys' situation. And she feels guilty in a way as well. And Janice's mom also, she cries her eyes out every time she mentions your name. My mom burns a little candle for you every night. And she says a prayer for you, that you're safe and that you're warm. And we all worry about you. Debbie, Tanya, everybody. You're still part of our families.
Being in a situation like this, I accept I've done wrong. Okay, I have been caught with the drugs and what have you. But what makes it difficult here is that I love someone, Janice, and I really, really adore her. She's very, very special to me, and that's what hurts here in the heart. I'm fighting it every day, but I'm thinking of them, and I'm thinking of the kids, Darren, Janica, Mitchell, Dustin, and my daughter Leanne. And yeah, that's the difficult part. Just to say that I love them very much, I really do. I'm hoping I can get back to them soon.
This is Shona's last visit before going back to South Africa. Stephen and Marcus panic at the thought of her departure. This might be their last contact with someone from home, somebody from the outside.
Yeah. We're not getting help from the embassy, basically. I mean, we see her now once in a blue moon. And she said right from the start that, you know, that they can't help us. So it's life is very, very difficult, and yeah, I'm pretty sorry what I've done now.
Bye, gents, go well. See you soon again.
In Lurigancho, at least there are more South Africans. The difficulties of the foreign language force them to rely on each other. But friendships are fragile. Some are better off than others, and petty jealousies easily threaten alliances. At the end of the day, it's every man for himself.
Dit is moeilijk. Niemand die so kry maak dit nie. Almal sukkel.
Once released, there's the question of how to get home and how to pay for it. Eric Bester was sentenced to 2 terms of 25 years. He says his sentence was reduced to 8 years after a penalty of $40,000 was paid to the Peruvian authorities. He's just been released from Lurigancho after serving only 4.
Everything in Peru is money. It's life. If you don't have money, you don't have nothing. Well, it's not being in prison. It's being in prison in another country. That's hard. You don't have any family. You don't have any visitors. It's a hard life here. People are eating whatever they can get in their hands. This prison here is more corrupt than any place in the whole world. I know many prisons, but this prison is bad. It's a prison life. I saw people killing rats to eat, dogs, cats, rabbits. They'll kill anything. I really think that the people in South Africa should open up their minds and should open up their eyes. Look at me as an example and trust me, never do this shit.
Shona's visit has brought a bit of hope to the South Africans in prison. On her last day, they hang on to her every word. They fear it might be their last contact with home for a long, long time. In her short stay there, Shona has managed to make a family of them. Very few of the South Africans deny their guilt. Every single one cautions others who might be lured into the trafficking of drugs. Some are due for parole, but don't have the money they need to process their release. Sometimes the prospect of going home is as frightening as that of staying inside.
I haven't got no finances to pay a lawyer to do my paperwork for me. And because my paperwork, I haven't got a lawyer, my paperwork is just standing, you know what I mean? I've got no one to push it. These people in prison, the police, they don't do it for you. You must do everything yourself. And that's the reason why I'm 5 months past my sentence, 5 months past my release time. I'm still sitting here hoping that the Lord will help me one day and just let me out of prison, get me out of prison some way. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm not the only one. There are a few other people that are stranded here. We've got no support. It's frightening, very frightening. I don't know what to expect when I leave this place.